EGM Network.
From Studio A in sunny Florida, welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. Today's show is brought to you by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. And here's your host and glamour girl, makeup artist, Cindy Getz.
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio. I'm Cindy Getz, your host, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. And I am so excited about today's show. You guys, if you ever want to reset your life, your clock, your whatever, you need to tune into today. It is the most inspiring story. And I've got my friend on the show. I've got two friends, actually. Believe it or not, I do have friends, yes. But I am so excited for this friend. She is so sweet. She is a loving mother. She is a loving wife. She is very philanthropic. She does so much for our community on the Treasure Coast. And you guys, I knew all this about her, but there's one thing I didn't know, and I'm not sure that she knew either. But she can add this to her resume. She is now a best-selling author, okay? And she has managed in the last year to basically pump out the book, learn how to write it, publish it, get all the covers, all of that, and have a successful launch and become a best-selling author, literally since the early 2024, guys. It's amazing. It's inspiring. So stay with me. Let me introduce her to you. I'll give her the proper introduction. She moved here to Fort Pierce 15 years ago. When she and her husband were married, she became a Guardian Ad Litem 12 years ago. And together, she and her husband fostered 9 children. That is crazy. Cindy, button. Yes! Yes! In early 2024, the story we're talking about today found her unexpectedly, and she decided to follow it. We're going to hear all about that. Our second guest is her husband. He is board certified internal medicine vet specialist who consults on hyperbaric oxygen therapy with vet animal hospitals across the United States. The two of them enjoy traveling, gardening, and playing golf. His support, you guys, has been invaluable to the success of the book we're talking about today. Please welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio best-selling author Kip Lyman and her husband, Ron Lyman.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cindy.
It's a crowd of thousands here. Oh my gosh. I want to start from the start. You and I, the three of us, had a chance to get together because I hadn't seen you for a while. And you got to share with me your amazing story about this book. And it's so crazy and inspiring, Kip. It's unbelievable. So tell me how this got started. Let's go back from day one or night one.
Oh, right. Yeah, I think night one is better. Simply put, I would just say it was literally divine intervention. But I cannot tell this story the way my husband can because he lived through it too.
All right, Ron. Yeah. So tell me how this book got started.
Well, normally we watch movies after dinner, but one night I turned on a documentary, and Kip came into the room out of the kitchen, and she goes, "Well, you got 5 minutes. If it's no good, I'm not going to watch it anymore."
True.
And, but she sat, and we watched the whole 1-hour documentary, Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung. And that night, same night, 3 o'clock in the morning, she sat up in bed and said, "I'm going to write a novel." And I said, "Okay, sounds good to me." And so she got up out of bed and she went downstairs and got on her computer and started to write.
And if I recall, it's like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and it when my mind was quiet, it just flooded in, and I kept thinking, what the heck? is going on? And it was just crazy. And not just that night getting started, but for the better part of 7 months, not every night, but at least 3 or 4 nights a week, I would wake up around 4 o'clock and new ideas, new plot twists would come into my mind. And so when I say divine intervention, Cindy, I'm telling you, I can tell all of you guys, I could never have made up this story, not this psych thriller. I could not have made it up. So, but it just came to me.
So I want the audience, I really want them to understand you had never written anything prior to this best-selling novel.
No. And it was certainly not on my bucket list to write a 500-page psych thriller fiction novel. it was not on my bucket list because that's so not me. I'm a very active person like you. I couldn't have thought, I'm just going to sit at my computer 10 hours a day for 7 months and write a book.
And it's funny because I know you do such sweet things for your neighbors. You cook things. I would have expected you to write a recipe book before writing a thriller.
Right. Yeah.
So, all right, we're going to get right to it. This is the book, and it's called The Purple Ribbon. And this is my copy, signed by Kip. Yay! And you can see now I have only gotten part way through, so of course we're not going to reveal the entire book because you got to buy it to read it. But it is a thriller. It's romance. It's action. It's mystery,
suspense.
So okay, so. Tell us the inspo. Like, you've had a lot of life experience, especially with Guardian Ad Litem, a foster parent. Does that weave into the inspiration with the story?
Absolutely. While the theme and all those plot twists, the major ones and the minor ones, came to me divinely, I had to build characters and I had to build scenes. And so it was, there was a lot of work. I did start with the Guardian Ad Litem program. So the two protagonists, Chelsea and Tyler, are both involved in the Guardian Ad Litem program, which is amazing. And it's a program that has, the lawyers and the volunteers, and they do so much work for children in need. And so I built their characters around that and the compassion and the desire to help children. And so there's a lot of that. And then places that I've been, experiences that I have had, hobbies that I have enjoyed. I built the characters around that. So that part was pretty easy for me. Some of the parts that were very difficult, that had to be part of the story. I know nothing about psychiatry. I know nothing about psychological disorders. And that's a major part of the book. It's a psychological, very sick and twisted thriller. So a good bit of research went into that. That's where I spent a lot of time. And I know dependency law, but I don't know criminal law. So I don't know law enforcement and detective work. So all those parts, which major parts of the book, took a lot of time, took a lot of work.
Yes, you did a lot of research.
Right.
And I understand, Jessie, your daughter was a good sounding board for you on some of the things as well. Just, Mom, they wouldn't do this. Or,
exactly.
Right?
Well, yeah. So she in her, 30s and me slightly older. But I'm building characters that are in their 20s and 30s. And so I'm writing like what I would say. And she's like, no, Mom, no. I would never say that, Mom. You can't say that. I'm like, so then she would tell me what to say. I'm like, oh my, I would never say that. She's like, that's right, Mom, you wouldn't.
Oh, I love it.
So we had a lot of battles throughout the course of the 7 months when I wrote that first draft.
I love it.
Yeah.
Ron, for those that have not picked the book up and are curious, what would you say this book is about, The Purple Ribbon?
Wow, that's a very difficult question.
It is, without giving anything away. Like what?
I would say it's about what happens to a young person when they experience a trauma and then start through their life, recover from that trauma. But then the situation comes back without any warning and completely out of the blue. And it just snowballs from there.
Okay.
Is
That's
what I
pretty
will
good.
say.
He's been trained pretty well.
Wow.
He's being very careful with his words.
Well, it's
'Cause you don't want to give
hard.
anything away.
Yeah.
No, it
I
is.
will say what's so cool, Kip, in the very first chapter, you grab the readers. The very first chapter, the amount of suspense and action, you're just like, whoa. Like, I don't know what you're expecting, but I was not expecting that. And you get the reader yes, you grab them. Guys, chapter 1, be ready. Don't have anything else going on. Seriously, it is like, whoa, like you're just, what just happened?
Mm-hmm.
There have been a couple people that have actually said they read the book through entirely in one 7 or 8 hour reading because they could not put it down.
Yeah, I tried. I was like, I gotta get this done before tomorrow. I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't quite make it. But it is one of those that you don't want to put down. I literally would have to set the timer to get another project done and then come back. And then it's like, I didn't want to stop.
Well, for those that, are different than us people that hang on to books, it is in Kindle, and also it's just about to come out as an audiobook too.
I know, I'm an audio fan, so that's exciting.
So if you're taking a drive or whatever, a long drive, it's, you can listen to the audiobook. It's just about to come out, the audiobook.
So Ron, the purple ribbon, I understand you had something to do with the title of the book. Can you share a little bit about what this title means?
Well, there was a different title at the very beginning, and the title was going to be Consequences, which that's what happens in this book. There's consequences.
Many.
There's a lot of consequences over and over and over again. But what happened is, as Kip and her daughter, rewrote it and, touched it up, they inserted the purple ribbon. And the purple ribbon comes in right at the beginning of the book. And then it continues to pop up through the book. And then it's really back and slams you again at the end of the book. And the purple ribbon ties everything together. So as I was rereading after they rewrote and put in the purple ribbon, and I said, you got to change the name. It's got to be the purple ribbon.
I would have never thought of that. In fact, when it was completed and I had sent it in for the first round of editing, professional editing, and it was still called Consequences, even though the purple ribbon was in it, I had never thought of changing it. I was just so married to that name, Consequences. Right. And when Ron came into the office and he slammed his hand down, he said, "You've got to change the name." I was like, oh my God, it's brilliant.
No, it's so good.
It's such a better name. And then here's the cool part. I had a different illustration for the cover, and it was quite different. It was still foreboding, but nothing like this. This with the purple ribbon on it. This is like, and then the blood.
It is so like you want to know. Right. You want to know what the heck is going on here. It definitely draws you in. Yep. So kudos to hubby over here. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, between he and my daughter, all I can say is this book would never, ever have been this without them.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, that's a great team. Your book does some good things. It does some giving back. You want to tell us about that?
Well, yeah. So when we were all set and we went to the launch party, and I cannot say thank you enough to all the people in this community throughout the Treasure Coast. They're so supportive, and I had a huge crowd. It was out the door.
It was out the door. Yeah, we have a picture. Yeah, right.
And we sold so many books. We raised over $2,000 in that 2-hour period of time, and I was able to donate that. And we had decided that whatever the funds were completely, without even taking taxes out or anything, whatever that was that we raised at this launch party, we wanted to give back to the Guardian Ad Litem Foundation of Florida, because honestly, without my experiences and all the things that I learned with that program, being involved as a Guardian Ad Litem, I would have never been able to build the characters. They're so well developed, and the scenes, and the trauma at the beginning with children that have been removed from their parents. There's a little bit of that, so you get to know Chelsea, the protagonist. You get to know her better and deeper as a lawyer, and some of the different the trial that she went to, and some of the cases. So we were able to. I just felt it was just we had to support the Guardian Ad Litem program.
Well, and you also support our community incredibly. I know the two of you have formerly been so involved with the local theater in Fort Pierce. And what I thought was interesting, now you wrote a fictional book, but what I think the listeners need to know too is that you put in a lot of real local places, to name a few: the Lawnwood Hospital, Route 60, Uhaw Junction, the University of Florida, Tallahassee, Gators. I love that even though it's fictional, you put real places that we know and love here in our community. Why did you do that? Why did you make a fictional book with real places that people are familiar with? Well,
they're places that I have enjoyed going to, like even starting with the trauma at the savannas. The wildlife preserve is, that's a place where for years our granddaughter would come visit us and spend the summer, and she would go to the savannas camp. Wow. So I decided to start it with the girls in the summer at the savannas camp.
Love that.
So there's a lot of authenticity, like you say, because the places are real and the people really actually represent, many of them, real people. There's a fun, quirky therapist who becomes Chelsea's therapist when she's recovering from her childhood trauma, and they have a wonderful bond with each other. And she was a therapist for my children, or my son, when he was little. He had an issue literally in kindergarten, and he went to this wonderful, quirky, silly therapist named Ethel. And so now, of course, she's long since passed away, but I just had to have Ethel.
Made the book. I love that.
Ethel had to be in the book.
I love that. We're going to have to go to station break shortly. We have about 30 seconds. But what advice would you give someone that's listening right now that they're like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to be a writer. I have this story in my head. What would you suggest to them?
I would say two things. Passion. You have to pour everything you have into whatever your story is, fiction, nonfiction, whatever it is, pour every ounce of you into it with passion. And then secondly, enjoy yourself, have pleasure. And then your story, whatever it is, will just shine through. Don't worry about anything else, just passion and enjoying yourself.
Oh, I think that's such great advice. You guys, we're talking about The Purple Ribbon by Kip Lyman. And when we come back, we'll tell you where you can buy it. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
There's one Broadway musical critics are calling despicable, diabolical, unseemly, and, oh yes, ingenious. The New York Times calls it amongst the most inspiring musical in years. A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. Don't miss the bloody brilliant winner of the Tony Award for Best Musical and the new undisputed king of musical comedy. A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. Now playing through February 1st at the Riverside Theater. Get tickets now at the box office or riversidetheater.com.
Well, it's that time of year. It's time for the Vero Beach Prayer Breakfast. Charlie Kirk's close friend and pastor Rob McCoy will be joining us to share his crucial insights. Also speaking is English author and theologian Oz Guinness.
The Vero Beach Prayer Breakfast will be held Thursday, February 12th at the Indian River County Fairgrounds. Tickets are selling fast at verobeachprayerbreakfast.com. That's verobeachprayerbreakfast.com.
The Fellsmere Frog Leg Festival is back, January 15th through the 18th. Brought to you by Millennium Cremation Service. Enjoy frog legs and gator tail, hundreds of booths with unique gifts, great live music, and a midway of carnival rides and games galore. Admission and parking are free, thanks to our community partner, Marine Bank. The Fellsmere Frog Leg Festival, January 15th through the 18th. Visit froglegfestival.com.
She totally gets it. Oh my gosh, did you see my prom makeup? She so gets it.
Dude, did you see her before and after makeup on Instagram? That makeup girl gets it.
My wedding makeup was so amazing, and my makeup artist, she totally gets it.
My senior photo makeup rocked. She gets it.
You should see her new Facebook profile. Her makeup artist really gets her.
My eye makeup is so on fleek. Thanks, Cindy Getz.
Cindy Getz Makeup Artist, 772-633-4030.
She gets it!
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio. I'm Cindy Getz, your host. You guys, we want to thank Dale Sorensen Real Estate for always making sure that we're on air and that we can share great stories like Kip Lyman. So whether you're buying or selling a home, you definitely want to reach out to them. You can find them at SorensenRealEstate.com. Thank you so much, Dale Sorensen. Gosh, we are back. We are back with Kip and her husband, Ron, and we're talking about The Purple Ribbon, you guys. Her first book, best-selling author. Kip, if people are hearing about it and they're like, wow, this sounds so good, I'm ready for a good read for the new year, where can they find your book? How can they buy it?
Okay, well, if they're not wanting to get up off the couch, they can go right to Amazon or Barnes & Noble online. It's available in Kindle and paperback. And soon, probably by the end of this week or next week, it will be in audiobook version. But if they want to go around the town, it is available at the Vero Beach Book Center. It's available at Barnes & Noble in Jensen Beach. And then shop small. It's at Notions and Potions in Fort Pierce, right on 2nd Street. And also, if anyone hasn't been yet, the Pierce Public Market has just recently opened, and it's an amazing shopping experience. Right across the street from the Sunrise Theaters, and my book is available there as well. They have a book nook in there.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Yeah. So if people want to shop local, it sounds like they've got a good opportunity to find your book. And if you like you said, if you want to sit on the couch and do a little Amazon, shopping, put it in your cart. So, okay, so what is next? You've been so busy launching this, and people have already, truly, I am hearing they're reading through it in days. Right. And Ron said even hours. But I mean, it's just so, you just want to get to the end. But I'm hearing there's more.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do want to thank the readers so far. It's been just so encouraging and so amazing to hear what they have to say. And so I do ask to please go on my Amazon page, whether you purchased it from Amazon or not, and put a review, because that's what matters. My goal is to turn this into a movie. And people want to see this movie. You're going to want to see this movie. Actors are going to want to act in this movie. And yes, it ends with a pretty nice little cliffhanger. So there's a sequel already in the works. Yep.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. When do you have time to sleep? Do you sleep?
Well, actually, I do now that this has been completed and published, because this story did keep me up. It really did.
I bet. Maybe I should ask Ron, are you getting any sleep? Yes. Okay, before we go, we have about 30 seconds. I got the biggest chuckle. I was reading recently in your book that one of the characters goes to see her sister, and she has a little tabby that she rescued, and its name is Kitty. Well, guess what? I have a tabby that I rescued, and its name is Kitty.
Oh. See there.
I'm like, oh my gosh. It was great. It was great. Kip, Ron, thank you so much. And you brought your little puppy, little Cece. So new addition to the family.
Yes.
Say hi. Oh my gosh. I love it. All right, you guys, I'm so excited.
Thank
Kip,
you,
congratulations.
Thank you.
Love the book. Go get it.
Thank you.
The Purple Ribbon, guys. See you later.